It's Rich Sherman here. Whenever I come across something interesting, I like to put together a little video for you guys. Sort of about the real estate market. I'm a realtor in Southern California. I'm pretty heavily involved in the distressed market. I do foreclosure defense for free and all sorts of other things. I fix people's real estate problems. The biggest problem we're having right now is the Federal Reserve. I don't know what they're doing. I like to assume they know more than I do, and I just have to hope they know more than I do, but what they're doing now is crazy. We're seeing interest rates now that are over 8% for the first time almost in most of our lifetimes, first time in 23 years, a little older than that, so I've seen it. And it's bad. You cannot have a situation where the housing market is increasing in value and the prices are still going up and interest rates are this high. The Fed is responsible for that, and I don't know why, I think they're trying to tank the economy. When the Fed says they need to curb inflation, they're talking largely about housing prices. So there are two things the Fed must do to not crater the economy. Number one is they've got to stop contemplating further rate hikes. And this isn't just me. The National Association of Home Builders, the Mortgage Bankers Association, and the National Association of Realtors have just sent a letter asking the Fed to please stop doing this. Got to stop raising the rates, otherwise no one's going to be able to buy a house. The other thing in that letter, number two, and the two-step process and things the Fed needs to do, is they need to stop selling off their mortgage-backed security holdings unless the housing market has stabilized. What the Fed is doing right now is they've taken almost $8 trillion that they would ordinarily have in the mortgage market, and they've held it back. They're not selling off. They're selling off stuff in their secondary portfolio, not holding it. And because they're not holding it, that's creating is harder lending conditions for other lenders. So not only is interest rate above 8%, it is also harder to get a loan. At the same time, prices here in Southern California are still going up. This cannot continue. This is going to end in disaster. If you have the ability, if you have the time, please write a letter to the Fed. Please go to their website and ask them to please stop raising the interest rate before they bankrupt all of us.